Hello everyone, my name is B1. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a guide on Tulum, Mexico. I just recently came back home from Mexico, so I want to give out some pointers, some tips, things to do, and places to eat when you're traveling to Tulum in 2021. And hopefully this video carries on to 2022, 2023, and etc. So I want to jump right into the video, waste no time, and start off with tip number 1. When you are going into Mexico, you do not need a COVID test. You will need a COVID test, for example, if you're going back to the United States, you will need a COVID test 72 hours in advance. So anywhere between like 24 hours and 72 hours. When you are in Tulum, hotels are now doing COVID tests, but they're going to try to overcharge you over $100 for a COVID test if you're not staying at the hotel. If you're staying at a nice hotel, they're going to give you a free COVID test if you're staying there for longer than 3 days. If you're doing a COVID test in the hospital, the COVID test is going to be around $50, but the line is going to be super long. So what I would recommend doing is going on a street, well, it's pretty much a strip called Carretera Tulum at Boca Pila. This is where they have all the hotels and all the resorts, restaurants. You will not miss this street. It's really popular when you're in Tulum. Across from a beach club or a hotel called Coco Limited Tulum, across the street is going to be a COVID truck where they do COVID testing for $25 US. COVID test. Back home I go.
How did it feel?
Itchy. You're probably going to get results in like around a day period. You could go there for a COVID test and there is barely a line, so definitely recommend going there for your COVID test when you're going back to the States. Tip number 2, when you are renting a car in Mexico, I would recommend booking a car in advance. Me and my friend Jessica, when we went, we did not do that. So a car that was supposed to cost us $200 for the week ended up costing us $500 because we were booking it from the airport. Also, if you're using bookings.com, which is one of the platforms you could use to book a car, you have to book 48 hours in advance in order for you to receive your car. Tip number 3, before you go to Tulum, make sure you download Google Maps. Google Maps offline, to be precise. So me and Jess, we did not do that, and our Wi-Fi box ended up dying. So a 2-minute drive ended up taking us 30 minutes because we were just going around in circles having no idea where we were going. We literally had to go to a random restaurant and be like, por favor, sir, may we please use your Wi-Fi box? And the people in Mexico, they are super nice, super friendly. And he was like, yes, of course, you can use the Wi-Fi. And we ended up finding our hotel, which was literally 5 minutes away. Highly recommend downloading Google Maps offline before you arrive to Mexico. Tip number 4, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up to support my channel. Tip number 5, this isn't really a tip, but it's a tip. So in total, me and Jess, we converted $700 US each. That lasted us over a week. In total for our trip, including our flights, our hotels, everything, it cost $1,800 for our expense, including gas, including food, everything. Your cost, what you're spending, is going to be more or less, so it obviously depends on the person. Tip number 6, when or if you are driving a car in Mexico, in total it costs around 500 to 600 pesos, sorry, my head is clearly in Indonesia. It costs 500 to 600 pesos to fill up gas when you're in Mexico. So that would be around $30 to fill up a full tank of gas. Tip number 7, make sure you are giving yourself a lot of time to go to the airport from Tulum to Cancun. There isn't an airport in Tulum, so you will be driving from Cancun all the way down to Tulum, and that is around a 2-hour drive. Let me tell you something though. When me and Jess arrived to Cancun driving to Tulum, the 2-hour drive actually ended up being 4 hours because of the construction going on in the road.
What a day.
we went through today, words cannot explain.
So we're in dead stop traffic right now.
When we were going back from Tulum all the way to Cancun to catch our flight back home, we left at 10 a.m. and our flight was at 4 p.m. thinking that we were going to have enough time for everything else, but that was not the case. We actually went in perfect timing. So in total, we had 6 hours, and that was enough time for us to get to the airport. Tip number 8, in Mexico, when you're taking the taxi, they are going to overcharge you. So I think they're gonna try to like upsell you. Is that even the word? Try to charge you 400 pesos. And what I did was I will bargain that down to 200 pesos. So our ride from the hotel all the way to the street that was on Boca Pila, that was around 200 pesos. So that was around like 10 US dollars for a 15-minute drive. Now the next section is things to do when you're in Tulum. So starting with destination number 1, that is going to be Chichen Itza. So Chichen Itza is a Mayan pyramid, Mayan ruin, and this location is also the 7th wonder of the world. This location is a 2-hour drive from Tulum. And another thing is, if you're trying to visit any cenotes, close to it, around an hour away, is a cenote called Cenote Saitan. So this cenote is super gorgeous, and what me and Jess did was go on these 2 things on 2 separate days when we realized we could have done this on the exact same day together. So I would recommend maybe going to the cenote first and then Chichen Itza after, because it is towards the same direction. Now for this, just make sure you wake up early so you could get these 2 things in together. Number 2 is another cenote, and this is the Grand Cenote. Now the Grand Cenote is one of the most popular cenotes we have in Mexico. I say we have in Mexico like I'm Mexican or I'm from Mexico, but Grand Cenote is a really popular cenote. It is only 10 minutes away from the city center, and it costs 300 pesos to go inside. There is going to be a bit of people, so I would recommend going early or going late at night so you could avoid the crowd. Location number 3, that is going to be the Mayan ruin Parque Nacional. So this is a Mayan ruin that is around a 20-minute drive from the city center. It is 80 pesos to go inside, and this place is beautiful. They have these lizards everywhere, and I created a theory in my head that these lizards actually got reincarnated, and they used to be like Mayan ruin people, like the Mayans, and now they got reincarnated into lizards.
Were you a Mayan? Nod once.
And that is just my theory that I feel really proud to say. I would recommend coming here because it's a great place to take pictures and you get a beautiful view of the ocean. Location number 4, this is going to be a beach club, and this beach club is a beach club called Coco Limited. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that earlier before, because across from that you could take your COVID test. So Coco Limited, it is 25 US dollars to go inside, or you could spend $25 per person on food. This is a beach club. It's super chill. You lay back, relax, and pretty much it's a perfect place to enjoy the sun. Location number 5, this is going to be Ziggy's. Ziggy's is a Mexican restaurant. It's right next to the water, so it is a perfect place to stay for like literally the whole day. Well, pretty much till 5 p.m. because that's when it closes. This location is amazing, but you do have to spend a bit of money on food. So it's either $50 to get into this restaurant, or it's like a beach club, or you could spend $50 on food. The tuna tartare here is literally amazing. I would highly recommend coming to this Mexican restaurant because it is by far one of my favorite restaurants here in Tulum. Location number 6, if you're looking for something more soulful, like for your soul, for your inner work, I will highly recommend a meditation class at Sanera. So Sanera is a hotel. This place Oh my gosh, their meditation class on Fridays blew my mind away. I've never experienced anything like this before. Her voice, there's two instructors. One will sing, her voice was like an angel. The other one will walk around and she has Reiki on her hands. So she'll also do Reiki on your body as well. Highly, highly recommend this meditation class. It literally made my whole entire experience in Tulum worthwhile. Tip number 7, for a night out, I would recommend this bar, but it's also kind of like a club, but it's not a club at all. So it's next to a coffee place called Bok Coffee. This place, I feel like, doesn't even have like an address. I just know it's next to this coffee shop because it's next to this mysterious looking door, and you go up these stairs, and this place has 2 floors. So the first floor is definitely a lot more chill, while the second floor turned into like a party place. It does get a little bit packed and crowded, but this place is amazing. Me and Jess, we were like, oh, we're gonna go somewhere different today, but nope, somehow we always end up back there somehow, some way, because that place is just so much fun. So highly recommend it, and it's right in the city center as well. And again, if you did not smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, please make sure you do that to support my channel and for more upcoming videos on travel and travel tips. Number 8, the last place is going to be Olivia. Olivia, we discovered this place by accident. Oh my goodness. In the beginning, we thought we were walking into a random supermarket, but it turns out behind the supermarket is a whole hotel itself. Now, this hotel has a beach club, and this was one of the most beautiful beach club I've ever seen. Unfortunately, we didn't get to chill at the beach club, but I just want to let you guys know about this place because this place is wonderful. On top of that, this place also has a rooftop, and when you are on this rooftop, you have the rooftop view of the ocean in front of you, and behind you, you have the view of the whole entire rainforest. Breathtaking hotel, everything about this, the view, everything is spectacular. Highly recommend coming to Olivia's, or maybe you could even book a hotel here. This place is truly breathtaking. The last section for this video is going to be places to go eat when you're in Tulum. So I just want to throw it in there that when you're in Tulum, tip is not optional, but what they'll try to do is when you're eating, they'll try to add a 15% tip on the bill, which they're not supposed to do that. So it's up to you if you want to pay that or not, but in the end of the day, I just believe you should still tip no matter it's a little or if it's a lot, just to help support their pocket and appreciate their service. Now I am going to start off with location number 1, and this is going to be Burrito Amor. Burrito Amor is known clearly for their burritos. Their burritos are absolutely amazing. It is wrapped in this banana leaf, and inside the wrap for the burrito is like a coconut wrap burrito.
Look at this crispiness.
There is going to be a line for this place, but the line is really rapid though. It is fast. So make sure you go and check out these burritos because I feel like it's a must when you're in Mexico. And their juice, oh my gosh, it is so fresh. But there was this one juice I did get that was not the best. It was like, ugh, it was like beet juice for your brain. I'm like, it said like brain nourishing, so I was like, oh my gosh, I want to nourish my brain. So I got the juice, and it had beets inside, which I don't know why I got because I don't even like beets. So it was like the worst juice I ever had in my life. It traumatized me. But besides that juice, everything about this is a 10 out of 10. I also went there in the morning for breakfast. Their potato breakfast with the egg on top, oh my gosh, so good. Highly recommend. Tip number 2, this area is going to be Taboo. Taboo is going to be more of a fancier restaurant. For what me and Jess spent was definitely over $100 per person, but the food here is amazing. I recommend getting the white ceviche. Breathtaking, best ceviche me and Jess ever had in our lives. It is Mediterranean food, and it's a perfect place to come and take pictures. This is where a lot of Instagram models come to get their pictures taken. Me and Jess went there to take pictures, and we left with no pictures. But we left with a full stomach, and we were really happy with the service and the drinks and the food. So highly recommend going to Taboo for a luxury restaurant experience. Location number 3, this is going to be a location called Asian Bodega, but it's not just Asian food. This is a location where they have food trucks right next to each other. So there's like a whole bunch of food trucks and they have like these seating places, and this place is just something about the vibe. It was so beautiful. It was one of those locations where I'm like, I want to go there every single night. They have different options every single day. The food is good, the environment is good, they have live music, they have little stands where you could do shopping. This is just an amazing place. But the most popular truck in this area is Asian Bodega, so definitely try that when you are coming to this area, and I highly recommend coming here. Location number 4, this is going to be Don Cafito Tulum. So this is where you're going to go for your authentic Mexican food. You cannot leave Mexico without getting yourself some authentic Mexican food, okay? I will highly recommend coming here for their fish tacos. Their fish taco, oh my god, it is so fresh. I also had their ceviche, their mixed seafood ceviche. Not good. I did not like that. But their guacamole is so fresh. Oh my gosh, their chicken soup, best soup ever. I literally left Mexico and I was like in the airport like, oh my gosh, if only I could get that soup again. Like literally their soup is so good. Highly recommend coming here because you have to come to Mexico and eat from an authentic Mexican restaurant at least once. Location number 5, I mentioned this before, but this is going to be Ziggy's. This is for Mexican food. Best tuna tartare ever. I would recommend coming here early in the day, like for breakfast, chill there all the way during lunch, all the way down to 5 o'clock. Like you could literally spend a whole entire day at this restaurant from morning to lunch, and in the middle of that, you could just lay by the beach and just tan, and you could get your margaritas and get your tuna tartare with the mango, ring ring ring, or ding ding ding. Get that one. It is amazing. I finished that in literally like 3 minutes because it was so good. Oh my gosh, if only I could have that right now. Amazing. So when you're in Mexico, definitely recommend coming to Ziggy's. Their reviews are amazing and their service is phenomenal. Location number 6, that is going to be Del Cielo, and this location is supposed to be for brunch. But the thing about this is it's a really popular restaurant, but there was something about our food where it looked good, but everything about the food was watered down. So the food we had like water in it, the juice we had was watered down, the coffee we had was watered down, and you're going to most likely wait online for this restaurant, but I do not recommend it. I don't know, maybe it's because of the hype of this restaurant, but it was definitely not one of my favorites. So for my experience, I would pass on that restaurant. And the last location is not really a location, but street tacos. Street tacos, oh my gosh, me and Jessica, we had street tacos almost every single night. So these are vegan jackfruit tacos right from the stand. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Like it'll be 10 p.m. and everything is closed, and me and Jess were in our hotel and we're like, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Street tacos. So we'll drive all the way to the main street. Well, it's only a 5-minute drive, but we'll drive all the way to the main street, get our street tacos, and off we go. I'm not really sure the name of the street taco, but I think I know one name of the location of the street tacos. But you will know where these street tacos are. Like you will not miss it. It's on the main street where all the people gather. You're not going to miss street tacos. Even if you try, like you're not gonna miss it. So these are all the locations to go eat when you are in Tulum. And here you go. It's things to do. Some tips and tricks and places to go eat. So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are planning your trip to Mexico. It is such a great time to visit because there's people there traveling, but it's not overwhelming a lot of people because still a lot of people aren't traveling, if that makes any sense. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be making more travel videos and travel vlogs coming soon. A travel vlog of Mexico will be up next, so stay tuned for that as well. Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys till next time. Bye!